Do you ever let that little voice in your head take over and play small in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Do you dream about a different life for yourself, yet feel it so far out of reach for you, yet it seems so simple for other people? Are you ready to become the woman who knows that she deserves more and the best for herself and won't accept anything less? If this sounds like you, if you can relate, I want to welcome you to episode 20 of the Coffee and Confidence Show, How to Be a Confident Badass. Yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Kelly Carrigan, and I'm your host today. I'm an assertiveness coach, and my business is EmpowerMe Coaching. I'm empowering people pleasers worldwide to calm the chaos in their life and to live a balanced life, creating vision and living the life of their dreams. You see, I'm a recovered people pleaser. And what is a people pleaser? Maybe this is a new term for you. A people pleaser is somebody who is constantly putting everyone else's needs before their own. They give selflessly, but yet they feel a little bit of resentment, and then they feel that, life is happening to them instead of for them. Perhaps you're in the passenger seat of your own life, and I help people get in the driver's seat of their life. So that's a little bit about people pleasers. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you today's guest, Brittany Lynne Budd. Brittany Lynne is a coach, a mentor, and a female empower, and she is empowering women all over to be a badass, to have confidence, right?
I love it.
Simple, subtle, loving way, I'm sure. So thank you so much for being here, Brittany. Please share a little bit about yourself with everyone.
Kelly, thank you so much for inviting me on. I'm so excited to be here. So as she said, my name is Brittany Budd. I am a leader, a coach, and a mentor. And my little tagline that I love to say is that I empower women to build confidence and create success so they can live the lifestyle of their dreams. I am a wife and a mom of 3 under 5. So everything is just crazy at our house, but I love every bit of it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes, because the little ones only stay little for a short time.
I know. I hate it.
Yes, well, that's amazing. And anything else you want to share about yourself?
I also have a network marketing gig in skincare that I absolutely adore doing. And I am starting to dabble a little bit in success mindset coaching. So I'm really thrilled to be on here to share a little bit about confidence and a little bit about people pleasing, because I think we all have a little bit of that people pleasing tendency in ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to know what got you into, say, the world of empowerment. What got you into this?
Oh, okay. So definitely my network marketing business has gotten me into this. I would never in a million years think that something that I took on just to help pay the bills while my husband decided to pursue his dreams would bring me to a place where I was doing all kinds of personal development and learning about myself and, peeling back the layers of who I really am and how to get to be who I want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's amazing. I've heard stories of other people as well who are, network marketing companies. And never in a million years did they dream that it would be such an opportunity to learn about themselves and discover themselves and empower themselves and build a community, which is absolutely fabulous.
Yes, absolutely. I think once you start getting people following you and, they want to join you and they want to buy from you, you're kind of forced into this role. Like, people are starting to pay attention to me. I better figure out what I'm doing here and give them something to follow.
Yeah, exactly. That's nothing like having a good, solid community to keep you accountable.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, this is the Coffee and Confidence Show. It is time for the coffee piece, because we can't have the Coffee and Confidence Show without coffee. So it's time for what is in your cup. Would you like to share first what's in your cup, Brittany?
Okay. Well, I am not a coffee or tea drinker, so I have water. I'm not very exciting, not in the morning anyway.
Oh, well, that's awesome, right? Hydration is one of the key elements.
Absolutely. What's in your cup? Let's hear it, sister.
Okay, so I'm using my daughter's mug. I'm a panda. She's got like this cute little panda mug that was given to her by her grandma. Love
So
is
cute.
pandas. It's just like pink and cute, and it's really cute. I have coffee in my cup.
Good for you.
I did start my morning off with water. I have other cups. I have my shake cup.
Oh, there you go.
Watch this. Watch this. And I have my water cup. It's like as big as my head.
That's too much. It's too much water.
Too much water. Well, I definitely need to stay hydrated today. I need to stay awake and not focus on the little sleep that I got. Oh, so that was some advice that was given to me.
Stay hydrated.
Yes, exactly.
You can't be sleepy if you're running to the bathroom to pee all the time. There's just no time to be sleepy.
That's right. Oh, lots of fun. So there's some comments coming in that I want to acknowledge.
Okay.
We've got Cindy Robinson. She says, "Oh, this is super exciting. Brittany Lynne Budd is so inspiring." Yes, I would agree, Cindy. That's why she's here. And Amy Clowwater says, "Hey, ladies." Hey, Amy, thank you so much for being here. So yes, this is a live show. If you're tuning in live, please say hello. Let us know you're here. Even if you're catching the replay, give us a like, give us a share, and then share this video out to people who need to hear this message of how to be a confident badass. And you can ask questions, leave comments throughout our conversation. I will acknowledge all the comments and questions as we go along.
Perfect.
So, Brittany, the whole topic today is how to be a confident badass.
Yes.
It always makes me smile whenever I say badass.
Yes. Because it gives you feelings of joy.
Exactly. It's just really fun to say. So I want to just acknowledge the people that are, out there. They're living their everyday, like day to day, yet they are living small. They are playing small, right? So they're playing small in their lives, like they are wishing for a different life.
Absolutely.
They are hoping, but yet they live their life very small. They live, inward, and they're not able to make those changes for themselves. So what do you, in your opinion, what do you think keeps people playing small in their life?
So when we first started talking about this topic, it really stems from the people pleasing, and there's a whole like science behind people pleasing. So, like, first off, as a child, all these things come from our childhood, don't they? So as a child, like, who was the one person that you desired your affection from the most? And a lot of us can say it was probably one of our parents. And because we desired that affection so much, we would do things to try to get their attention, whether we were like getting an A+ on a test, or we were hitting a home run, or singing a little song, or whatever. When we would do these exceptional things, that person that we desired that love and affection from would give it to us, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you were a good girl, like, good job on your test, or whatever it was for you. So then we get into this people-pleasing habit where we start doing things to try to get that love from that person. And then as we continue to grow and get older, it starts translating all over the place, right? Like, we start looking from our friends and from our teachers, and we try to do these good girl things to get that affection, and that's kind of where it stems from, right? So when it comes to our confidence, we have looked so long for affection and attention from other places instead of ourselves, that it makes our confidence small, and it makes us think that we have to be small, and we can't do things unless someone is saying, you're doing a good job, you're a good girl, right? So it's really about kind of identifying that where that's coming from. Sorry. And acknowledging that and understanding that that's not necessarily true. You know, just because that person in your life wasn't giving you the love and affection that you were desiring doesn't mean that you aren't valuable and you don't have worth, and so you shouldn't have confidence because of that. It's really about finding that you have the confidence is in yourself, and the real love and affection that you need comes from inside. So
right.
I went off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. I mean, I'm just really deeply listening to what you're saying and what you're sharing, because it's so that is so true, right? That, you know, people pleasing keeps us small because we're constantly, you know, doing things to make others happy.
Right.
Yet it's like it's self-sacrificing, right? We feel,
absolutely,
you know, people pleasers, I shouldn't say we, but like people pleasers will feel that if they keep giving and giving and giving, it'll eventually be enough. Right. Well, it will never be enough if you are constantly trying to please someone else. Right. So that is like a form of playing small for sure, because you're building other people's dreams and making things happen for other people, right? That's one of the things with people pleasers. They're really, really good at making things happen for other people.
Absolutely.
But not so good at making things happen for themselves.
Right. They don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to rock the boat and make people unhappy with you, right? Because, you know, you want them to be pleased with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's definitely a way that, you know, people play small in their lives. Mm-hmm. Is there any other ways that people might be playing small in their lives that you want to share?
So I kind of have some tips, but one thing that I recently heard was this is actually from Mel Robbins. So before we went live, Kelly and I were chatting about Mel Robbins a little bit. It was actually from Mel Robbins when I saw her live, and she said, when you like play small and you like kind of tamp yourself down a little bit, you're rejecting yourself. Mm-hmm. You're rejecting who you were truly meant to be. And, you know, I also recently saw Rachel Hollis live, and one thing that she said was, like, I'm not going to play small anymore and be small for you because you can't handle all of me. And I don't know who you is for you guys, the viewers. Like, if you're a people pleaser, it's kind of a little bit of everybody, right? But playing small, like, you're not doing yourself any favors, because, like, God made you who he made you. He made you with a purpose. And every time you play small and make yourself be small, you're rejecting that part of you that, you know, the world needs. Like, statistically, people say, well, like, no one's going to listen to me. I don't have anything of value to share. Well, do you know what? Maybe so. Like, maybe so. But let's just say that out of the entire world, 99% of people don't relate to what you're going through and can't connect with what your story is and what your message is. 1% is still 7 million people that could use you. 7 million people could still stand to hear your story. So anytime you feel like, I don't have anything to share, I'm just going to, you know, be over here in my little corner, I'm just going to do for everybody else, you're not doing yourself any favors, because 7 million people are looking for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
So I just want to acknowledge Aaron's comment. Aaron Ballard says, everyone is happy except yourself. It sucks. Yeah, it does suck, Aaron. Absolutely, it does suck. And then Amy Clowater says, yeah, it's so good. Yes, I would agree that it's great to, you know, be yourself and just totally put yourself out there, because although people in your immediate circle may not resonate with you, like you said, there's like, what, 7 million? The 1% is like 7 million people.
Yeah.
Something else that came to my mind that keeps people small is comparison.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to share a story. Somebody that I was, you know, chatting with was looking at me and like, oh, you know, of what I'm doing, and like, oh, I can't do that. And, you know, so they were comparing themselves to me. And I'm like, yeah, but hold on. You're really creative. You ever see the cakes that you make? I could never do that. That's amazing. So we all have our own unique gifts.
Yes.
And, you know, social media is really bad for comparison, right? Like,
oh, yeah. I mean, we only show the most perfect sides of ourselves on social media, don't we? Like we're all models, we're super influential, we're millionaires, our kids are perfect, the house is never dirty, like completely unrealistic to look at social media.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. Something else that comes to my mind is like people pleasers carry a lot of guilt for putting themselves first, right? Like one of the things that I teach my clients is how to say no without feeling guilty. You know, that's a bit of a process to get to, right? Right? You know, and where do you think this guilt comes from?
I would say that, you know, kind of going back to that, looking for the love and affection from that person in our lives as kids, it would probably go back to that because we are too young to be at a stage where we know that we can love ourselves. And that loving yourself is enough. You're a child. You don't realize that, and you don't really have that mental capability to think of it that way. So it's almost like when we weren't getting the straight A's and we weren't hitting the home runs every game, or, you know, running track the fastest or being the first in a ballet or whatever, when we're not in those positions, we're not getting that love and affection from that person. So it almost makes us feel guilty, like we've disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
When we haven't, but our kid minds are saying, well, I'm not getting love and affection, they must be upset with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amy commented, she said, yes, we do. I used to be really bad at pleasing everyone, and I have cut that back quite a bit. Thank the Lord. Yes.
Yeah,
How does that feel, Amy? Right? Like, if you could put a feeling to it, like in one word, like how does that feel to let go or like cut back on that people pleasing? I'd love to hear in the comments. Yeah, that's so true. And I know that you have some tips to share with everyone today on how to be a confident badass, right? So going from that people pleasing and like moving forward, because we're all about the solution, right? It's okay to identify the problem or what's not working, but it's really important to not stay there. So this is the piece that I get most excited about, is the tips, is the solution. Before we get to that, Amy responded to my question, and she says, it feels amazing. Relief. Just like let that go, right?
I love it. I love it.
Yes. Okay. So what tips do you have for everybody out there on how to be a confident badass, Brittany?
Okay, so I feel like for me, confidence or lack of confidence comes from fears. Mm-hmm. So you're afraid of people judging you. You're afraid of what people are going to think. Like you're terrified. However, when we are born, we only have two fears, you guys. Fear of loud noises and fear of falling. Any other fear has been given to us by our parents, you know, trying to keep us safe. And our brain keeps us playing safe and playing small out of fear to keep us safe from things that it has made up. So all of your fears are perceived. They're perceived limitations. They're 100% made up. So acknowledging that you are afraid of something that you made up is huge in stepping out in confidence. But I have some fun tips on how to like increase your confidence. So Kelly, I have a question for you.
All right, hit me up with a question.
When do you feel the most radiant?
Ooh, when do I feel the most radiant? Yeah. When I'm confident, really. And you're probably asking, radiant is kind of another way to say confident.
Yeah.
It really has to do with my daily success habits. It's, you know, when I get up early, when I'm focused, when I'm well hydrated, when I've eaten the right foods, when I've taken time to exercise and or be out in nature. So when I'm really just in tune with what my body needs.
Good. That's awesome. So great. And, you know, you've made a lot of great points. Like some of my tips include like doing little things for yourself in the morning, like making your bed. Nobody likes to make their bed. I know it's a huge pain, but it takes 2 seconds. And then at the end of the day, when you come in your room and your bed's made, it makes you feel like, I did something today. Like I accomplished one little thing. And it's all about the small things that you can do. Getting up earlier. Like if you have to get up and go to work or take your kids or whatever you have to do, get up a little bit earlier and complete some tasks, whatever that is for you. Like if you're a business owner, maybe that's like doing some posts, like pre-scheduling some posts or doing some reach outs, or maybe it's getting a little bit of a workout in. Doing a workout, even 30 minutes of moving your body a day is amazing for your confidence because it gets those like adrenaline hormones going. I always feel super confident. Like right now, hair's done, makeup's done. I have a cute top on. Like, let's go in public, people. Like, I'm ready to see all my like people that I went to high school with at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You always see the people you don't want to see when your hair's in a messy bun and you have no makeup on and there's like spit up on your shirt. Like, take an extra few minutes to do your hair, do your makeup. This is going to sound a little bit silly, but you guys, power poses are amazing for your confidence. Like just doing one of these for a minute in the morning and just like breathing it all in. It really helps. At a conference that I was at, one of the speakers talked about a walkout song and I loved it. A walkout song. So like thinking of like a sports team or like a boxer or whatever, whenever they're walking out or skating or whatever, running out onto their whatever field of choice or arena of choice, there's this great pump up song playing, right? And there's actual science behind having like an amazing song and singing and dancing to it. I mean, how long is a song? 3.5 minutes. Pick a song and rock out in the morning because when you sing, it actually activates different parts of your brain that make you happy. And when we have happy hormones flowing through our brains, those hormones will have residual effects for up to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's amazing advice right there. I know that we've, honestly, I've gotten away from it a little bit, but at one point, like I'd always have music going, like uplifting music going in the morning. And like even it changes the mood of my daughter, right? So my daughter's like 10 years old. And music has the ability to raise your vibration.
Absolutely. Yep. And I feel like when you're in a good mood like that, you feel more confident. And
right.
another one, you guys, you're going to think I'm crazy, but we did some laughter yoga and like just YouTube, like a laughter yoga video after watching this. And it starts out the corniest. Everyone's but then you start looking around the room and see, you're starting to laugh at me, right? And then I'll get laughing at you. So, and then it continues on. And then you're actually really belly laughing. And, you know, the same thing as the singing, those happy hormones will last in your brain for up to 4 hours. And you cannot be stressed. You cannot be sad. You cannot feel guilty. You cannot be playing small. When you're laughing and you're happy, it's just impossible. You cannot feel two emotions at the exact same time.
Right.
You can flip very quickly, but you're not able to feel two emotions at the exact same time. So if you can get those happy hormones going and if you feel yourself throughout the day, like, you know, lunchtime hits and you're starting to feel the drag, go do some laughter yoga. Go hop in your car, rock out your favorite song, and just get that little pump up to finish the rest of your day.
Yeah. That's amazing. I want to acknowledge some comments, Brittany, and then I want to share my experience with laughter yoga.
Okay.
For any skepticals out there.
It's a lot of fun.
So a few minutes ago, Erin said, you know, I wish I could switch it completely off. And she was talking about her people-pleasing ways. Yes, we're here to support you, Erin, to help you, switch off your people-pleasing ways. You know what? Like Amy said, it feels amazing, relief. I'm sure like a big weight's been off the shoulder, and it's really going to increase your confidence. And Amy says, love that when you were talking about, I'm pretty sure it was like the laughter yoga.
Oh.
And Erin Ballard says, wow. So I'm going to share a bit about my experience with laughter yoga. So there's a girl locally here in Belleville, Ontario, who does laughter yoga. And I'm like, she's a funny person. I really like her. She's like really animated and funny. And anyways, I went. It was a small group. Okay. Because, this laughter yoga thing is a new concept. And, a little bit skeptical. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. What's this about? And then about like halfway through it, I totally like just let go of, say being judged. Right. And I totally embraced the experience, and OMG, what a release. What a workout in my ass.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so liberating. And like you said, laughter is contagious. Yes. And then, like everybody's like acting like, like laughing in their own way, and you get laughing at one another. It's quite awesome.
It really is. And it kind of sets the tone for the whole rest of your day, right? Like you walk out, you're still kind of chuckling about it. You're in a good mood. You go about the rest of your day, and you're just kind of like, you're still in a good mood from it. Like you had a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about, right? When you're having fun, it totally changes what's going on in your mind. And like you said, it raises your vibrations.
Yeah. So this experience was about a year ago. I can't remember exactly which month it was, but look, I'm sharing it right now. And look, I'm just like lit up about it. It's exciting. Right. It's really fun to talk about.
Right.
So it just puts me per se, or anybody else, right? It puts you back to those feelings, right? Because you can relive them.
Yes.
And so that's really awesome.
I love it. That's so much fun.
So laughter yoga.
Laughter yoga, you guys. Or a great walkout song. Like make a playlist. Like make your badass playlist. Like, yeah. I'm going to sing. I'm going to dance in my car.
Yeah, I do have I call it my inspirational playlist on
there
Spotify.
You go.
And it's like upbeat, like pumping songs that.
Yes. Just rocking out. I love it.
All right. So we got some great tips from you so far.
Thank you.
What else do you have to share with us?
Oh, jeepers. That was it. That's all I had to share.
All right. Well, I wasn't quite sure how many you were sharing, and I didn't want to assume.
No, that's okay.
So I thought I would ask.
No, that's perfect.
Well, that's really amazing, right? Like go do something fun for yourself.
Yes.
Reignite that spark within. I put a post out this morning, and it's not unique to me, but it was like, we mostly feel tired, not because we've done too much. It's because we haven't done enough of what really sets us on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not tired. You're uninspired.
Right. That's it. You're not tired. You're uninspired. So really dig deep to find what inspires you, what lights you up, what brings you joy, what makes you smile. And once you start living your life that way, guess what? Confidence starts to rise.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So thank you so much, Brittany, for being on the show today. I want to invite you to share how our viewers can get in touch with you.
So you can add me as a friend on Facebook. Kelly was kind enough to tag me in some posts, so you can find me that way. I have a blog, BrittanyBudd.com. You can check that out too if you want to. And I have a Facebook page, and it's just Brittany Budd, and you can check that out too if you want to.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. As well, I want to invite you all to my private Facebook group. I have a Coffee and Confidence Facebook group that I facilitate, and I will leave the link in the comments. And I invite you to, Brittany, to leave any links in the comments once we're done our show.
Perfect.
And as a reminder, if you've enjoyed the Coffee and Confidence show, it is a weekly show, Thursday mornings, right here live on Facebook. So tune in next week. Tune into my page, and I will give you the details of next week's show. Again, thanks so much, Brittany, for being here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and joining in on the conversation. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.